there any other nation that in some way or another doesn't use their military to secure them? They make it sound like we have our military on the South Korean border. We have our military protecting borders all around the world. When did it become this like terrible, no good thing to allow our military? And they're not in the front line for the most part. They're doing the ICE and customs. They've got their work cut out for them. But we're being told that it would be somehow unconstitutional to have our military on the border.
So under the Posse Comitatus Act, which is one of the Reconstruction Acts that Congress passed, the military isn't supposed to perform domestic law enforcement. But what the president did on Friday was he took a 60-foot strip of the border, which is known as the Roosevelt Reservation after Teddy Roosevelt, and stated that no longer does the Department of the Interior control that. And keep in mind, the Department of Interior has only limited law enforcement authority itself. The military has it now, and the military has it for a very simple reason. Because President Trump is installing infrastructure, roads, cameras, fencing along that border, and the military needs to operate in that area to do its job. But, now that the military is in charge of that, they can actually secure that area. If somebody crosses into that area, they're not simply crossing into the United States, they're crossing into a military reservation. And if you really want to get in trouble, try crossing the line into a military reservation in, Northern Virginia or Maryland. So, yeah, this is really no different than that. You're simply assigning, them a job to do that they're already doing. You're giving them responsibility over that land, and you're allowing them to provide security for themselves while they're doing that job. It's pretty straightforward. This, again, isn't a constitutional crisis. And the president's opponents are in danger of sounding like Chicken Little. They're going to scream constitutional crisis about everything. And then if, God forbid, one comes up in the future, nobody's going to know it because they've been saying it all along.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.